What is adoration? Adoration is the time that you spend with Jesus.
So how is adoration different than praying to Jesus?
Talking to Jesus in prayer is like talking to someone on the phone, but adoration is like going to visit someone.
So how does adoration work?
Let's head up to the Blessed Sacrament Chapel. Be quiet though, other people are trying to have their own special time with Jesus. Now we stand, sit, or kneel quietly and talk to God in prayer. In the chapel, you will see Jesus in the monstrance on an altar. The monstrance is the golden container that holds Jesus present in the Eucharist. We'll talk about that more in a minute. This is your time to talk to God. You can thank Him for all your blessings, ask Him to hear a special prayer, or just tell Him about your day. If Jesus talks back to you, it won't be in words you can hear. It will be in a feeling in your heart. But know that He is there and He is listening.
You said Jesus is in adoration, but I don't see Him.
Well, Jesus as a person is no longer here on earth. He is in heaven, but He created the Eucharist at the Last Supper so He can be with us always. Jesus took bread and wine and turned it into a piece of His body and blood. It is no longer bread or wine anymore. It's now Jesus.
The Eucharist doesn't look like Jesus.
What do you want, Jesus' toe or ear in the monstrance? Gross. Instead, the bread changes into His body, but it doesn't look different, so we are able to look on it with love and not shock. This special changing is called transubstantiation. How can I explain? Let me give you some examples of how it can be one thing but look like another. This table was once a tree. It is still a tree, but it doesn't look like a tree. It looks like a table. And water. Water can change into ice or steam. It doesn't look like water when it changes. It looks completely different, but it is still water, even when it doesn't look like it. Okay, last one. What is this?
A picture of St. Anne's, right?
It looks like it's a picture of the church, but it's really hundreds of tiny pictures. Sometimes what we see isn't always what something really is. Now let's go over all of this again in case you missed it. Adoration is a time to go visit Jesus and see and talk to Him in person.
When we go to adoration, we are asked to be quiet and respectful. I won't see Jesus when I go to adoration because Jesus is in heaven.
But I can see Jesus in the Eucharist, which is the bread changed into Jesus' body through the miracle of transubstantiation.
Jesus' body in the Eucharist is held in a golden vessel called the monstrance.
If I ever want to see Jesus, I can be near Him by going to adoration.